So I thought I would walk you through some of the pieces that I'm currently working on, and I do have one that's currently parked, and there's a little hole in here as well. So this first piece is Little House Needleworks. It's titled Kringles. It's the coolest pattern I think I've ever seen. I love it. I love the colours. I love the blockiness, I suppose, of the design. I've used all the called for fabrics and threads, and I'm having quite a good time. It's my first piece on linen, and it's been an absolute joy to stitch on. I've really enjoyed stitching on linen in comparison to Ada. Yeah, I think that's definitely where I'll be taking my stitching in the future. This is where I'm currently up to. I've been working on the bottom left corner. When I was buying my materials, I didn't look at the quantity that was needed, so I have unfortunately run out of black. I'm very close to running out, so I'm saving it for parts of the design that would be really helpful for counting. So for example, above the Kringles sign, there's a little bar, I suppose, a little, framing, I guess would be the best word, and that would be really helpful for framing. For counting. So other than that, I've just been working on the colours and all the ones that I have available whilst I wait for my order to come through, which will come from A Stitch in Time. This next one is a Plum Street sampler. It's Home for Christmas. It's a smaller design. I've kitted it up with all the called for fabrics and threads. It is a smaller, I don't have it in front of me, but it is 100 or so stitches, height and wide, and yeah, I really like to be able to work on a big design and then a small design, so at least I can have some finishes along the way. I haven't ever completed cross stitch, so I would like to start that process. Again, I've gone for all the called for, I think I said this, I went through all the called for, and I hope to start that pretty soon now that I've made a good start on Kringles. This one is a pattern that I got off Etsy. I'll have it linked below. It is really cute. I've been working on it since May. It has been the only project that I've been working on from May up until last week. And I've made some really good progress. It's a very intricate design. It has a lot of confetti stitching. It's quite time consuming. For the first time, I've added that grid that you can see in the orange, and that's really to help with the counting. I did find it was starting to get really difficult to know where I started and stopped, and to keep on top of the counting, so I have gridded it, and that's been really, really helpful specifically for this design. This is on a 14 count Ada, and I've used all the called for threads, which is all DMC, but it is 40 colours from memory. I will insert his completed design on the screen so you can see. I don't have it printout as it was a PDF pattern. I've been working on that pink bow tie recently, and it's been very fun. These are a bit of a haul. These are two Stacey Nash design patterns. One of them is an animal cracker, the other is a pin keep. I learned when filming this that the pin keep, not so little, actually. Quite big. I can't remember. Quite big. Maybe more of like a pillow. So not quite what I was going for, but still it's very cute design. And then, yeah, Miss Hazel, I just really liked her. I am really keen to try and finish these animal crackers myself rather than sending it to a finisher. But I say that now. We will see how brave I am. I've also picked up the Farmstead from Moda quilt pattern. I've decided I want to learn how to quilt. I want to teach myself how to quilt. And so I've picked up the Farmstead from Moda quilted pattern. This is the sweetest pattern and quilt I think I've ever seen, and although it might be quite ambitious as a first quilt, someone who doesn't know how to sew or quilt, it just felt like such a good starting point for me in a project that I just think is so sweet. So I've recently picked this up. I'm currently waiting for some parts for my sewing machine to come in before I can get a start on it. I have purchased all of my fabrics that I could possibly need, including my backing. So they are all washed, ready to start. I just need to wait for my foot pedal to come in from my sewing machine, and we'll see how we go. It'll be a slow process and one I'd like to document as we go.